Ginger is the right person right now.
I'm Ginger Cruz. I'm running for Congress, and I approve this ad.
This program lineup is brought to you by Vision Express.
KUAM TV8, first on Guam. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adahi Itano program. Apply at matson.com. New Jeep Gladiators up to $7,000 off now at Cars Plus. Named the best vehicle for adventure in 2024. Get your Jeep Gladiator today at Cars Plus. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
A local vape shop hit by an arsonist for the second time in a matter of days. A Puff Supply employee tells us that somebody threw in what they assumed to be a Molotov cocktail. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama with the story coming up.
Education officials grilled the Guam Department of Education superintendent after it was revealed a number of textbooks were dumped in the landfill. And Destiny Cruz with the story coming up.
The NMI judiciary says a House budget proposal will restrict access to justice and its ability to appoint temporary judges like those from Guam. I'm Tomas Manglonia with full details coming up.
Good evening, Guam and Hafaday. I'm Jason Salas. Thanks so much for watching us here on our live stream on KUAM. These are tonight's top stories. Well, it was quite the scary situation again for staffers after a local vape shop was targeted by an arsonist for the second time in less than a week. Just last Wednesday, Puff Supply Guam's Dedido location caught on fire after someone evidently poured gasoline down the facility's vent and lit it on fire with a nylon rope. This time, a makeshift Molotov cocktail was thrown into the location in Barragata. No one was fortunately injured, but police are now searching for those that may be responsible. Tonight's top story is with Matsuki Hirayama.
Security footage capturing the moment a man with an umbrella ignites what's believed to be a Molotov cocktail and throws it inside Puff Supply Guam at 4:31 p.m. Tuesday.
It was during the day, so it was really unexpected. She saw him standing out the door because it took him a good second to try and light the thing. It was raining pretty hard when it happened.
A manager only going by the name Sage tells KUAM the incendiary device made from a large pickle jar filled with gasoline shattered near a female worker who was alone at the time.
Luckily, the fire it didn't spark when it landed. And he basically just opened the door, threw it in, and then booked it all the way down this street.
She immediately locked the door and called 911. Fortunately, there were no injuries or damages. By Wednesday morning, the doors were open as they aired out the lingering smell. But the escalating threat is concerning. It's the second time the business was targeted by an arsonist.
It got upgraded because there's levels. Like Dedido Zone, it was calculated, but it was also a slow burn, like the fire started slowly. Thank God it didn't spark, but if it did, this would have been like an explosion, like an immediate reaction. She would have definitely gotten hurt.
As KUAM reported, their Dedido location caught on fire just a week ago on Wednesday night. The motive and suspect's identity remain unclear.
It could be rival companies, it could be just some random person, it could be a customer, it could be an ex-employee. That's part of the problem is he's covering his face. We don't know if it's even the same person who attacked Dedido.
As police search for those responsible, the business is also asking neighbors near the store to check their security footage. At the time of the crime, the arsonist was wearing a red jacket, black pants, black shoes, and had his face covered with a white t-shirt. He ran towards San Roque Drive.
Right now we're just waiting for any reports to see if anyone saw him, where'd he go, what car picked him up. I'm assuming a car picked him up after he ran down the road.
Anyone with information is asked to contact them through their Instagram page at puffsupply.gu. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
All right, thanks so much, Matsuki, for that story. Moving on, are taxpayer dollars being wasted? That's the inquiry demanding answers after education officials disclosed that textbooks, some of which are brand new, were found dumped in a landfill. KUAM's Destiny Cruz reports now from a heated Guam Education Board meeting.
How did a number of textbooks end up dumped in a landfill? That's the question that Guam Education Board officials had for the Guam Department of Education superintendent during a heated board meeting Tuesday. GEB Chair Dr. Mary Okada revealing that pallets of textbooks, some still in brand new condition, had been tossed out after campus cleanups.
Please find out who authorized the textbooks to be dumped in the landfill and hold them accountable because that's a destruction of government property.
A seemingly stunned GDOE Superintendent Dr. Kenneth Swanson insisting that he ordered all surplus textbooks to be palletized and stored in a warehouse. But Okada countered with documentation that directed textbooks not be brought to a PD warehouse.
There is documentation for the 198 pallets, and now all of a sudden it has been reduced.
The blunder follows weeks of advocacy from the former acting GDOE superintendent and the governor's chief education advisor, Dr. Judy Wonpat, who had urged that these textbooks be sent out to outer island communities.
Speaker Wonpat have been advocating for weeks now to have all these textbooks delivered to the outer islands.
Meantime, GEB member Maria Gutierrez also pointing out she witnessed textbooks wasting away at multiple school sites. Now the pressure is on for the superintendent to get to the bottom of the unnecessary waste of government property. Destiny Cruz, KUAM News.
Well, let's keep rolling with island education headlines as students at JQ San Miguel Elementary School will experience their second first day of school this Friday as they return to their home campus. The Eagles passed public health inspections on Tuesday, bringing an end to their alternate schedule with CL Taitino Elementary School in Senania. The Central Campus also joined Price Elementary School in Mingilao in completing sanitary inspections this week, although Price's official report has yet to be released. So once again, come Friday the 20th, JQ San Miguel students, faculty, and staff will return to their campus in MTM. This now brings the total number of public schools closed down to 4 as GDOE Superintendent Dr. Kenneth Swanson hopes to have all students back at their home schools by the end of the month. Elsewhere, prior to the oversight hearing on Tuesday for the Department of Corrections, Committee Chair Senator Chris Barnett paid a surprise visit to the facility in Mingilao, seeing with his own eyes what is lacking and what is needed. It was just one of many items discussed during the almost 2-hour hearing with DOC officials in the hot seat. Joe Duggan-Charfers has our next report.
Sitting before Committee Chair on Public Safety, Senator Chris Barnett, were officials from the Department of Corrections. The oversight hearing was called to allow them to speak regarding recent media headlines involving the agency. Director Fred Bordallo Jr. started things off with prisoner escapes, noting its importance because DOC's main mission is to keep the people of Guam safe from those who are serving time and making sure they're secured.
Since I come on board, I want to compliment my security force and the leadership who are doing their best with the situation that we have in terms of our manpower, which we're always striving to increase every budget year.
Bordallo said that since coming on board in August of last year, they've been able to prevent 2 escapes and an escape from a hospital of a detainee seeking medical attention. And last month, there were 2 more escapes, but both were eventually recaptured.
We always let our security force know, do the best you can do, be vigilant, and we'll take the hits when it comes, and learn from those lessons. And I just want to share the people of Guam that people have been held accountable for some of these actions, and I believe the inmates that escape are going to be held accountable too, because we have a good working relationship with the Guam Police Department and the Office of Attorney Generals.
Before the oversight hearing on Tuesday, Barnett made a surprise visit to DOC's Mangilao facility and saw where the pair of inmates were able to escape and noted one corrections officer supervising about 78 inmates and detainees.
It's not normal for a 1 to 80. We want more than that, and that's why we really need your support, the Guam legislature support, and of course the governor and lieutenant governor, to increase our recruitment, which is going to be indicated here, recruitment of more corrections officers and security staff to ensure that that ratio, it's not 1 to 80, but we can have about 4 or 5 corrections officers present with that large amount of an increasing population.
According to the director, both facilities are overpopulated.
That's a situation that we're going to have a conversation with the judiciary and with the Office of the Attorney General, because the more these individuals are held, especially if they pass 1 year, they haven't been to trial, the more it creates that situation.
Jonagan Charfris, KUAM News.
Keon's going to have more from the oversight with DOC tomorrow on Prime Time. And more headlines, same agency as staying with DOC. Tanya Lynn Uggan was caught 20 minutes after escaping from a fence that was cut open at the agency. She was situated with the other women in the Post 8 housing unit. DOC Director Fred Berdallo Jr., who you heard from previously, says a full lockdown was initiated after her escape at about 5:15 this morning, with special ops staffers spotting her running from the compound and able to apprehend her. An internal investigation has been launched into the matter. Well, at the bottom half of the hour, everybody, we're going to have another round of candidates appearing on the Hub tonight and scheduled to appear, and they are going to be here. Candidates from one contested race taking your questions, because we will have Santa Rita Sumay mayoral candidates Dale Alvarez Jr. and Janelu Salvador. Also confirmed to attend from Hagat, right next door to Santa Rita, is, of course, the incumbent mayor Kevin Siswico. From Dedido, mayoral candidate Peter John Benavente, currently the vice of Dedido, and from his neighboring village up north in Jigo, Mayor Anthony Sanchez. It's a new episode of The Hub, and it is coming up at the bottom half of the hour. Please stay tuned, everybody. Primetime returns after this.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a cantina chicken burrito in a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
Hey, I got the job. So I can go part-time. Yes!
Some days bring new opportunities. First Hawaiian Bank can help you say yes to making the most of them. Manage your accounts, earn cash back, and when you need advice, we're here for you.
We should really get him into an art program.
No matter where your journeys take you, you can bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Welcome back to Primetime, everybody. The stream continues right here on KUAM. Well, the CNMI judiciary is sounding the alarm on a proposed restriction on the appointment of pro tempore judges and justices through the House Budget Appropriations Bill for the next fiscal period. Tomas Mangloni has the very latest from Saipan.
Should we keep the doors of the courts open on Saipan, Tenian Road, or should we shut it down? Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, the answer to that question now is in your hands.
That was the judiciary in a July budget hearing. Overnight, CNMI Chief Justice Alexandro Castro and Presiding Judge Roberto Naraha expressed concern from the court about the proposed fiscal year 2025 budget. The concern centers on a particular section of the House Budget Appropriations Bill, which prohibits the use of funds for costs related to judges and justices who are appointed temporarily to hear a case. Those judges and justices are often appointed from Guam when a CNMI judge or justice is not available or has conflicts of interest. They noted that even with a Senate amendment allowing expenditures for cases done virtually, the restriction creates a major barrier to justice. The judiciary wrote in its letter to the legislature that the section effectively prevents the judiciary from exercising this constitutional authority. Without the ability to pay or cover expenses for these judges, the courts will be unable to address case backlogs or handle matters in which regular judges are disqualified. This will severely impede the administration of justice and deny timely resolution of cases to the people of the Commonwealth. The court went on to say that the prohibition violates the constitutional mandate that empowers the Chief Justice to appoint judges and justices temporarily. They're asking the legislature to reconsider. House Speaker Edmund Villagomez told KUAM that the House is waiting for Senate action on the budget bill. Meanwhile, the Senate President Edith De Leon Guerrero told KUAM that a floor amendment will be offered to remove the section in question. Some legislators have expressed frustration over the frequency of recusal of local judges in cases involving former government officials. Tomas Manglona, KUAM News, Saipan.
Well, CNMI business owners and self-employed individuals learned the do's and don'ts of IRS and CNMI tax filing in a workshop held on Saipan today. Tax attorney Tina Azarvand, who owns Azarvand Tax Law, recently moved to Saipan, helping residents avoid common tax mistakes and staying compliant with regulations. The workshop did include topics such as IRS filing requirements for self-employed CNMI residents, employers, foreign bank account reporting obligations, common penalties assessed CNMI businesses, and how to avoid them. KUAM did ask her what the biggest mistakes local businesses make when they file their taxes.
When you refer to foreign banks, are those...
I think the biggest pitfall is not paying your taxes in advance. A lot of people think it's okay to just pay the taxes when the return is due, but there are generally quarterly estimated tax payment obligations for self-employed individuals. That includes with the IRS and locally.
The next such workshop is set for Saturday in the morning. Let's move to community events back at home now, as the very uncomfortable topic of Guam's alarmingly high rate of suicide in our community is being addressed throughout September. This is Suicide Awareness Prevention Month, and this weekend an annual event is being held to remember those that are no longer with us. A solemn candlelight vigil will be held for the Out of the Darkness event this Saturday. It's the 20th such time our community remembers those we've lost to suicide.
It is important because with them knowing about what suicide is, it can prevent it. And with this knowing, it can stop the risk, and it will help explain that it's something that should not be done, and it will help lower the cases.
Most people, even young or old, whenever they suffer alone. They never have someone to lean on, and which is why I want to help out by being someone can be comfortable around. I want to be someone that someone can talk to.
His Excellency Archbishop Ryan Jimenez will be holding the Mass at the St. Anthony's Gym at 9 a.m.
We need to do more. And I've gone to the schools and did awareness, and upon presentation, some of them, 50 students, and I have asked them, how many of you have a friend or a family member or an acquaintance that that have attempted or completed suicide? Out of the 50, 48, and these are 7th graders.
That feels very wonderful. That would really help the community.
I agree, because whenever someone suffers, they should never, ever suffer alone, because God intended us to be with each other. That's why our relationships are the most important.
The gathering is an opportunity for Guamanians of all ages and backgrounds to join together and find strength in the power of our community.
Every participant has to register, and then in the registration, it's free, and we encourage them to bring a candle, a memento, keepsake, or a photo of the person, the loved one that have died. And what we're going to do is collect them, and then at St. Anthony Gym, there's going to be a designated area where we can put a receiving area for the loved ones that have passed, and we will decorate it there.
I want to make sure that they get this information through so that kids will know that there's something better in life and not just to end it all.
So it's not, you cannot sweep it under the carpet and say it's not happening. And we just have to do something, be proactive and start doing awareness and prevention and all those stuff that would save a life.
This will be held at St. Anthony Catholic Church, and it will be in the auditorium.
And it will be held at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
All right, thanks so much. All right, well, you know the saying, be like a flower, survive the rain, but use it to grow. Well, after coming off from some wet and soggy weather, Guam is now in bloom. The island's native flora is on full display at the Tea Galleria by DFS in Tumon as the University of Guam, in partnership with DFS, launched its exhibit highlighting endemic plants through sustainable fashion and art today. Abby Crane is the Circular Economy Coordinator at the Guam Green Growth Makerspace and Innovation Hub and is among the local artists who have her works featured in the exhibit. She spoke with KUAM about her upcycled creation, showcasing one of the island's very lovely native orchids.
This was crafted from fallen palm leaves, the areca palm, to create this orchid, replica of the orchid. And then we have rice bags and malt bags provided from all the vendors at Chamorro Village. They saved their rice bags for me, and I was able to weave them into this textile and create this look.
It's a display of beautiful art that DFS Senior Manager for Integrated Marketing Operations James Santa says blends perfectly at DFS.
It shows that we can turn anything into fashion and art, and when you look at our exhibit here, you get to really get a front-eye view of this.
Guam in Bloom will be open from today through the 1st of October. All right, everybody, let's now take a look at your world at home. And we have to go down to the southern village of Hagat for this beautiful shot right by the water's edge. By the way, Hagat Mayor Kevin Siswico is going to be our guest on the Hub. That's coming up at the bottom half of the hour. Until then, take a look at this beautiful view of the beach.
Hi, I'm Tom Blas. General Ben Blas, Guam's first Republican delegate to Congress, lived by service integrity and an unwavering commitment to the people. I know because he was my dad. As the son of Guam's first Chamorro general, I know what true leadership looks like, and that's why I'm supporting Ginger Cruz. My father carried out our island's banner wherever his service took him, always guided by his deep sense of obligation. From the battlefields of Vietnam to the halls of Congress, he fought for what was right for Guam, and Ginger is ready to do the same. Ginger has served our island and our nation with distinction. Her experience has prepared her to tackle the challenges and to build on the legacy my father and others left behind. Ginger Cruz represents a future where every voice is heard and where qualifications matter more than party labels. Ginger is the right person right now.
I'm Ginger Cruz. I'm running for Congress, and I approve this ad.
afraid, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Vince Borja is a great candidate for senator. He's an MBA, a retired Army officer, an adjunct professor, and an entrepreneur. Vince is a leader who will use education to help our island combat poverty and drugs. It's time to change the majority in the legislature. It's time for positive change. It's time to bring back values. It's time for leaders like Vince Borja. So please vote Vince Borja for senator. No nonsense, no business.
I'm Vince Borja and I approve this message.
All right, everybody, I love college football. Arizona State, man, we are undefeated 3-0. Horns up, baby. Man, we got good games on KUAM TV and on Peacock, so make sure to check our programming lineups. Watch college football all season long. We are undefeated as the Sun Devils, and you know what? You're going to be undefeated too when you head out to the wonderful events we have this weekend. 2 events throughout the island happening. The International Coastal Cleanup, now in its 30th year. We are going to be all over the island making sure that we keep Guam beautiful. Make sure to check that out. That starts super early in the morning, and then head over starting at 10 a.m. to Ipao Beach for Sandfest. We have experts coming from the mainland. They're going to show you how to use Guam sand to create amazing works of art. Also happening on the 28th, also at Ipao Beach, is the Guam Nike Festival. They are having their wonderful lantern floating ceremony, remembering and honoring those members of our community who have passed on. A very, very solemn, very, very emotional, very, very worthwhile, and a wonderful way to honor our loved ones. Please make sure to check that out. And the Saipan Chamber of Commerce is holding their Emotional Intelligence Forum. This is going to happen on September 24th from 9 a.m. to noon at the Marianas Business Plaza. All right, everybody, lots of good games this weekend, like I said. Go Sun Devils! Whew. All right, see how fast I got changed? All right, now it's time for your birthday shoutouts. Happy birthday to John Paul Jones Jr. turning 10 today. Happy birthday to my very special boy. May you be blessed on your day with all the love that surrounds you from your family. And Hinami Joy Nessie Santos wishing a fantastic 3rd birthday to our lovable, adorable, September-born granddaughter. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, you turn 3 and you shine so far. That's a great birthday poem. Half a day and happy birthday from the Santos and Akima families in Jonya. That's going to do it for primetime, everybody, but sit tight because the Hub is coming up next with 5 more candidates that are running for mayor. Stay tuned. The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort, Guam. Half-a-day, Guam. The clock is now ticking with just 61 days left until the general election. It's on November 5th, by the way. That is Super Tuesday, and each Wednesday, which is today, we invite your candidates running for public office onto the Hub to speak to you, our viewers, and the constituency. And tonight, we have 5 more of your mayoral candidates joining us. Now, let's go to the wide shot where we can meet these distinguished Guamanians who want to honorably and nobly serve you as mayors. A very, very difficult job. So all of you, we welcome you here. Of course, Peter John Benavente, currently the vice mayor, looking to be the mayor of Derrida. So, half a day, vice.
Half a day. Thank you, KUAM, for having us.
All right, very good to see you. Mayor Anthony Sanchez is here representing Jigo. Half a day, mayor.
Half a day.
All right. From Santa Rita Sumay, Janalu Salvador, a Republican candidate.
Ooh, that's me.
Sitting next to her is the incumbent mayor of Hagat, the Honorable Kevin Suswico. Hafade, Mayor.
Hafade Hagat, Hafade Guam.
All right. And way over there, it seems like Santa Rita Sumay because we're so far away here on the stage, but we are very, very pleased to have Dale Alvarez Jr., the Democrat candidate for Santa Rita Sumay. Hafade.
Hafade.
All right. So, of course, as we do customary on this show, we would like to give your constituency and the community at general, even if they're not from your village, an introduction to each of you. So we'll start from left to right. So Vice Mayor Peter John Beneventi, we'd like to give each of you 60 seconds.
Hafade Derado, Hafade Guam. Guam si Peter John Beneventi. My parents are Andrew Peter Beneventi and Janice Salas Beneventi. My wife is Maribeth Beneventi. I have 2 kids, Zion and Zane Beneventi. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we're probably related then, from your mom's side. Good to know, Prim. All right, Mayor, if you would, please.
Hafade, people of Gio. My name is Anthony P. Sanchez, and I'm your current mayor for the last 4 years. My wife is Arlene Torres Sanchez, and my son is TJ. And I would like to seek your support for the next general election on November 5th. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, Janalu Salvador, if you would, please.
Hafade Santa Rita Sumay. I'm Janalu Lizama Salvador. I'm looking forward to being your mayor for Santa Rita Sumay. I have 2 wonderful daughters, Janie and Katie Lou. My husband, Brian. I grew up in Santa Rita. I know what it can be, so I'm excited to lead you. Thank you.
Very nice. All right, Mayor Kevin Suswico, your thoughts, please.
Hafade Hagat, Hafade Guam. My name is Kevin Suswico. I have been your mayor for the past 2 terms, your vice mayor for 2 years. Married to Joanne Suswico. We have 4 beautiful kids. I'm seeking for your re-election, your support to continue to move our village forward and continue with our progress in which we have delivered to our people. On Dunklin Sizus Masi, maraming salamat po. I ask and I humbly ask for your support.
All right, Mayor, very well done. And last but certainly not least, Dale Alvarez Jr. from Santa Rita Sumay.
Hafade, my name is Dale Christopher Perez Alvarez, also known as Dale Jr. I'm running for mayor for the beautiful village of Santa Rita Sumay. I was born and raised in Santa Rita. My parents are Dale Alvarez Sr., the current mayor, Helen Barbara Sablon Perez. My wife for 23 years, Genevieve Galarpi Alvarez. I have 5 siblings, and my in-laws are Junior and Nelia Galarpi. I serve my country and my island. Now I'm ready to serve my village. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And with that, we have now set the table, if you will. We have met these very noble Guamanians, again, that want to serve you in the mayor's office. Now that we have set the table, we're going to take a quick commercial break. But remember, napkins go first and then the drinks, and we got to make sure that the Manamco and the kids eat first. So when we come back, we will be talking to these candidates for mayor to find out their stance on the issues. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Hub right here on KUAM.
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam.
Get ready to soak up the savings this summer at Kmart. Since 1995, Kmart has been the ultimate summer destination for everything you need. From groceries to outdoor living to everyday fashions for the family, we've been there for you. 24 hours a day. Kmart is committed to saving you time and money by offering big international and American brands you know at prices incredibly low. Whether you're finding the perfect shade for that summer glow in our beauty care aisles, firing up your summer cookouts from top brands like Weber and Kenmore, or gearing up for those outdoor camping and beach adventures, Kmart's your one-stop shop for an active, fun-filled summer. So, join the fun and soak up the savings. You'll find everything you need and more, only at Kmart, the ultimate shopping destination in Guam, where savings, quality, and summer fun meet under one roof. Kmart, your 24-hour superstore.
It's time to celebrate 30 years of cleaning our coasts and sandy fun. Join us for the Guam International Coastal Cleanup on Saturday, September 21st, starting at 6 a.m. After the cleanup, head on over to Ipao Beach from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for the first ever Guam Sandfest 2024. Witness incredible sand demos, sand sculpting competitions, a variety of food vendors, live music, and fun activities for kids and the entire family. It'll be a sensational day. Register now at sandfestguam.com.
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam.
All right, everybody, Hafade, welcome back to The Hub. This is Election Central, and where we are bringing all your candidates looking to lead the island to speak with you, the voters, and the constituency. Now, of course, you met the candidates, you found out where they're from, who their families are, what they're all about. We'd like to now probe their thoughts on the various issues affecting not only each of their municipalities, but the island in general. Of course, they will serve together on the Mayor's Council of Guam, so they are definitely going to work as one team. So let's start from left to right now. You each have 30 seconds for these responses, if you would, please. We'll start with Vice Peter John Beneventi of Derrida. Let's talk about village identity first, Vice. How do you plan to preserve the distinct identity, the personality, and the culture of Guam's most populous village, possibly improving upon it?
Well, you know, diversity in the village of Derrida is very big, right? We got multi cultures within the village, so I plan on getting back with the different ethnicities out there to see if we can promote their different culture, and of course, most especially the Chamol culture too as well.
All right, very well. All right, Mayor Anthony Sanchez from Jigo. Same question, sir, because village identity is so big in Jigo. You know, agriculture is such a big part of our village.
Yes, another thing is our Chagian Memorial. I just want to let everybody know the chairman for the Chagian Memorial, Mr. John Blas, was laid to rest today. So he was the one to brought back to the Chagian Memorial. So that is what I would like to bring back, because we are called the Forgotten Memorial. And I don't think the people of Guam should forget. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right, very well. Okay, now let's go to a candidate on the Republican side for Senatorita Sumay, Jen Lou Salvador. When it comes to the very unique personality of the South, specifically when it comes to Senatorita, how do you want to preserve that and make sure, like, you know, the young people know about that too?
I think over the years we have lost our identity, but I think bringing the community back together, unifying them, and letting them know that they're not alone. We are going through our own issues, you know, but we have to tap in to the families, know how they're feeling, what they're going through, and then bringing us all together so we can accomplish the common goal. So. Thank you.
All right, very well. Same question to the current mayor of Hagat. Mayor Kev, Hagat, so much more than the Mango Festival. I mean, that is like one of the centerpieces, but Hagat, so diverse, so culturally rich, so much history and tradition.
Well, we are known as the gateway to the South, and we will try and preserve and continue on with our traditions. At our community center, we have Saina Ray Lujan and his group, of course, trying to preserve our culture. And we've had Horal programs that we've had down there. And our motto is one people, one love, one Hagat. And what more better than bringing our whole entire community together to be as one.
Very well done. You guys also have a really good Zumba class down there. All right, Dale Alvarez Jr., when it comes to, I'm sure you share the sentiments of Janalu, but when it comes to continuing the work of your father, if I may, with sports programs, the unique personality of Senatorita Sumay, that big region.
Well, I'm a sports guy, but the thing I want to do is to keep is the back to Sumay, you know, in our culture. And also, you know, it starts from home. I want to bring down a lot of the culture organizations down to our village and keep our culture going with our constituents.
All right, very well done. Great job, all. Okay, let's go back to Peter John Beneventi from Derrida. Let's talk about infrastructure, Vice. What steps do you intend to take to improve the roads, the water systems, public facilities, you know, from the Micronesia Mall all the way up to Ipapawa Estates?
Well, you know, we got a lot of, especially with our water line infrastructure throughout the whole village, where it's the old water lines or whatnot. You know, I want to work together with the corresponding agencies and whoever may be in the administration to work to get to better water flow and whatnot with the village. And as far as the roads are concerned, you know, we all know how that process goes. So, you know, I will work with the administration and whoever's up down at Adelut and get the roads done in Derrida.
All right. Infrastructure always a tough call. So, Mayor, let's go to you now for Jigo, the biggest village on the island. A lot of people think it's, you know, Derrida. Derrida is certainly the most populous, but Jigo, in terms of square footage, is the biggest. Certainly a challenge when it comes to infrastructure.
Yes, but I'd like to thank the administration because they came out and paved a few roads in Jigo, especially Route 3, Route 9, which is heavily used. So, but there's also a lot more roads in the secondary roads that I feel that really needs to be worked on. So I'm hoping that they can come back out and take care of these roads because the people of Jigo really need safer roads. Thank you.
Well done. Okay, Jana Lou, you share some concerns as the mayor and the vice do, because your village, Santa Rita Sumay, also shares a military base. So when it comes to handling the delicate matter of infrastructure, what are your plans?
I would like to get together with the military and see if we can take care of some of the roads. I know they did the nice strip over there by Sumay Payless, but there's a lot of concerns when it comes to heading to the Naval Mag. There's houses on the bottom, there's no railing, right? And they have a lot of like bombs and stuff that travel through there. So it's about keeping the community safe and hopefully getting together and improving that section for them.
All right. Okay, now Mayor Kev, roadways, and we can talk about other infrastructures as well, but I remember when the roadways weren't as smooth going into the heart of the village, and you've got everything coming in and then going towards Humatek. What are some of your thoughts on maintaining that infrastructure and making it better?
We've had a wonderful working relationship with this current administration, and actually right now it has not been ever done, and since after the war, and we're completing the last phase of the village proper to complete the whole entire road pair renovation. We're also in conversation with Route 2. As we know, it's a very slippery road, and so we hope to get that fixed with this administration. And as far as infrastructure, we're still working with all the other agencies to fulfill all of our needs of our people.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. Well done. All right, now Dale Alvarez Jr., I know your father, every time I've interviewed him and I've had the pleasure of speaking with him over the years, he always mentioned potholes and the continuing problem that's been. I'm sure that's on your plate as well.
Yes, and I also agree with Jana as well. But the one that the infrastructure that we should also work on too is the one that's going up to Route 5 Cross Island Road. There's a bad area in that area by the pump station. And also the drainages. We need to work on the infrastructure on the drainages also because it erodes portions of the drainage and then it breaks the road as well.
All right, again, infrastructure, very, very difficult problem for all of you. So, congrats for you for developing plans to want to attack that. All right, let's go back to the Vice now. Peter John Beneventi from Dedido. Your next topic is the same one for all of you. I'm sure all of you have an opinion on youth sports, getting our kids out, getting them involved in recreational activities, village leagues, even friendly rivalries between the villages. Dedido's always had really, really good games up there at the gym, Vice. Yes, Saturday nights, great games up in Dedido. Yes.
Well, with the sports organizations that are existing in the village, I look to work furthermore with them to improve what they have in their program. And not only that, maybe create more after-school activities as far as sports is concerned. We have 9 different public schools in the village of Dedido. So it'll be nice for each school, at least a kickball tournament or something right after school or whatnot.
All right. Yes. All right, Mayor Sanchez, of course, youth recreation has always been big in Jigo. You have a wonderful gym up there. What do you want to do to continue to get kids active in sports?
Well, thank you for that. We do have a wonderful gym. And now that the gym is completely rebuilt, I would like to open up sports programs, not only basketball, volleyball, all kinds of other programs. We just sponsored a paintball tournament for kids for the village of Jigo last 2 Sundays ago. So those are things that we also try to bring out, not just sports, but also paintball.
Very, very nice. All right, our next 3 candidates, you want to talk sports, let's talk about the South right now, because Santa Rita, Agate, Humatek, Inalahan, Talafofo, there's such good sports right there. So, and Jana Lou, what are your thoughts on making sure that Santa Rita's rich history, is preserved with sports?
I mean, it would be nice to have a gym, I mean, I believe we are the only place that doesn't have a gym. But yes, it's about bringing the youth back out to play, and every time I talk to people, they're always like, oh, it's a different time. But I'm a firm believer that if you create it, they will come. So I look forward to creating, programs for them, bringing back the sports, and just making everything easily accessible for them.
All right. Mayor Kev, you've got a youth soccer facility coming up right on the border between Hagat and Humatek. But Hagat's also really, really known for baseball, too.
So we're excited. Our office sponsors all the sports programs from volleyball to baseball to basketball, and we are excited about our sports complex finally being built. We will continue to, of course, encourage all of our youth programs. And of course, we don't have enough space at our gym. I would like to maybe enclose one more of our basketball courts that we have, so that way we can continue to host all of the different leagues that need the facilities.
All right. And then Dale Jr., you can't say the Alvarez name in the South without mentioning baseball and the fine tradition your family's been.
Well, I'm a sports guy, so that's what I'm going to do is revitalize the sports facilities and all that. And I also coach the kids and adults as well. So that's my main thing also, is to try to reclaim J.P. Torres Elementary School and try to build our own gym. That way you can just get the youth active and all that, and get their mindset gainfully employed as well.
All right, thank you. All right, well done, everybody. And we are going to take a very quick commercial break right now. They've given you some things to think about right now. I'll kind of ruminate on that as we go to commercial break, but when the Hub returns, 4 more topics about what is affecting you in your villages.
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam.
We start with her and her local business. We start with them, celebrating 30 years. We start with big.
Welcome to Dusatani. How may I assist you today?
Keep doing your best. Congratulations.
Small and growing businesses. We start with global connections and make them local. At GTA, we start with your business.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Want a real taste of New York? The classic New York-style pizza offers a big, bold taste that's a Guam favorite. Handmade to perfection on a crust that's 30% larger than our large. It's just $12.99 per carryout. Classic New York-style pizza, only at your island Pizza Hut.
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam.
My friends, welcome back. You are watching and streaming The Hub. We are here at KUAM, and we are speaking with 5 more of your distinguished Guamanians who want to serve you as your mayors in your various island villages. Of course, we have Peter John Benavente, the current Vice Mayor of Dededo. Half a day once again. Mayor Anthony Sanchez of Jigo. We have Jana Luz Salvador, candidate from Santa Rita Sumay, Mayor Kevin Siswico from Haget, and Adele Alvarez Jr., candidate from Santa Rita Sumay as well on the Democrat side. All right, Vice, we'll start with you again, going left to right. We'll start first with interacting on the Mayor's Council. You, of course, do that right now as the Vice Mayor of Dededo, but how do you plan to lead your voice if you are elected as mayor to work within the collective group and work with the other municipal leaders?
Well, there's a great bunch of individuals, my colleagues that we work with, and I've learned through these last 3 years that the only way to get through, our battles is we work together and whatnot. As far as the council is concerned, there's some changes we probably need to do in the future, and hopefully, changes are good, and I wish to whoever may take up the executive director position that we work together and get to the common goal of what we need to do as far as our municipalities are concerned.
All right, very well done. All right, Mayor Anthony Sanchez, of course, group dynamics dictate that not everybody's always going to get along, and that's probably a good thing. Conflicting opinions can be good. So when it comes to, once again, working with your fellow mayors on the council, what are you going to bring to the fore?
Well, each mayor should have a voice on that council. Whether you're a population of 1,000, 20,000, 100-some thousand, each mayor should have a voice. But we as mayors should come together and help each other instead of trying to go against each other. We are only one voice. Our second voice is the legislature. If they were to hear our needs, then we won't be fighting. Thank you.
All right. Jana Luz Salvador, fresh voices, fresh opinions, fresh perspectives, always welcome in any collective. But when it comes to the Mayor's Council, how do you plan to work with the other municipal leaders?
Actually, I sat in a Mayor's Council meeting already because I wanted to see what their function was like, what the mayors were like, how they decide things. And I think they work really well together. But if we bring in, like you said, fresh ideas, new ways of running things, like, he was saying that we could improve it, right? There's always room for improvement. So I believe we could all work together when it comes to the Mayor's Council.
All right, and Mayor Siswico, you've been in some of those sometimes often uncomfortable conversations and everything like that. But progress often can come out of that.
Absolutely, and I believe that we have a great working relationship right now with the council, and we of course we have our cleanups that we need to do as in our administrative office, but overall I think the mayor's group is a group that works well together, and if we continue to work well together, then everything could happen for all the municipalities. It's important for us to stick together. We are one group and we serve the same people, right? And so we share the same thoughts and the same ideas. We're looking forward to the new bunch that is coming in. Of course, we have a lot of fresh ideas that will be with us, so we're excited.
All right, possibly one of those new faces would be Dale Alvarez Jr. if indeed elected. So Dale, what are some of your thoughts on, on lending your voice?
Well, going into the mayor's council and all that, it's with my own fresh idea and all that, we can just put it together with the other mayors and all that, because like what Mayor said, we work together, we get everything done in the right way and the good way, especially for our constituents. Thank you.
All right, well said. Let's go back to Vice Mayor Peter John Beneventi of Dededo, and we're talking about civic involvement now, Vice. Now, I just turned 50 this year, and I remember when I was a kid, there would be block parties up in Ipapa every year. There would be neighborhood watch programs with all the stickers on our windows. The mayors across the island would always say, take ownership of your street, your neighborhood, your entire village. How do you want to get the youth to get back to that point? Or are we there already? No.
Yeah, well, we got some programs that are going on as we speak and whatnot. One thing that I really want to bring to the village of Dededo is, pretty much every village has their own festivals. And one thing in Dededo that we have a lot of when it's season, is the alligator, the avocado. And if elected come November, I will bring up the first ever alligator festival to Dededo.
Very nice. Would it be on Alligator Street?
No, we want to center it, right? We want to center it. So of course we're gonna have everything down at Lenso Park. But we know that the mango season and the avocado season they fall around the same time. So I don't want to interfere with the great Agate Mango Festival down there. So
There you go.
we want to make sure we do it at a separate time.
Okay, so you heard that on the hub, everybody.
Yes.
The Alligator Festival possibly coming to Dededo. We would hope. All right, Mayor Anthony Sanchez, up in Jigo, we have the Citrus Festival.
Yes, it's a citrus festival before, but I'm looking at changing it to a different kind of festival.
Okay.
I'm looking at maybe a farmer's festival, where all the farmers from Jigo can come out and sell their goods, whether it be avocados, bananas, whatever you have on the farm, come out and sell it. So also we welcome to all the other farmers on the island to come up and sell their products.
And that is literally getting the broader community of Jigo to take ownership.
Yes. Now, ownership of what you sell in what you grow in your farm.
Interesting idea. All right, Gianlu Salvador, what are some of your thoughts on, getting the neighbors themselves to say, like, I'm proud to walk these streets. This is my home. This is my village, and I take ownership of that.
Well, I would like to start a community garden so that we can have the community come out and something for them to do together. And then after that, being able to have the night markets. I mean, the night market, there's so many residents in our community that have their own businesses, do their own thing. And I want them to share that with everyone else, because I think the unity to bring them together and just say, oh, I didn't know you did that, is important. And then I think the unity starts building from there.
All right, very well done. All right, Mayor Kevin Siswico, you only have to spend 45 seconds in Haga to know the pride of Haga, the history, the hospitality. How do you keep that going?
Well, we do have our Haga Mango Festival, but further to that, for our youth and for our community, we have our Halloween extravaganza, we have the Christmas candy run, we have the Easter egg extravaganza, and we try as much as possible to have an event almost quarterly or monthly, so that way we can keep everybody, happily and engaged in our community. And so our Haga Mango Festival, but by far is the best and the most prideful thing that we have.
All right, and also one of my most favorite things to live stream every year when we go. I always love making that trip. All right, Dale Alvarez Jr., what do you plan to do to, again, have people see, yes, I am Santa Rita Sumay?
Well, first off, Santa Rita don't have a festival going on. So like what the mayor said, I want to bring back bring a farm fest where we have a lot of farmers, especially Santa Rita has an agricultural area. So I want to bring the farmers out to sell their products, as well as the small businesses that we can have, like a night market as well. Also, we can bring back, have seminars for like the blacksmith or weaving that we can do it down at our community center.
Okay, good thoughts once again on all these very, very important topics. We're going to take one more commercial break and get some closing thoughts from your candidates when we come back right here on The Hub.
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam.
Something is calling, and I can't help it. Let's don't belong when there ain't no soul. Watch me as I go. This is my mood when I make a move. Watch me as I go. This is my mood when let's take a break. There's no use. This is my mood when I make a move. This is my mood when
The Hub is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Business and Leo Palace Resort Guam.
All right, everybody, a sincere sidus masi to the fine, outstanding members of your community here who are running for mayor once again. Let's start with Vice Mayor Peter John Beneventi, and each of you have 60 seconds for your final closing thoughts as you seek public office.
I am Peter John Beneventi Salas, and I would like to remind you guys, come November, please come out and exercise your civic duty as a voter to come out and vote. I'm born and raised in the village of Deredo, 44 years old, and if the time permits, I shall serve another 44. Thank you.
Very good. Nice job, Vice. All right, rock and roll, Mayor Sanchez from Jigo.
Yes, hi, my name is Anthony P. Sanchez. I am your current mayor. I was born and raised in Jigo. I humbly ask for your support coming on this November 5th election for 4 more years. I feel there is more to accomplish for our village. With your support and your vote and your voice coming on November 5th, we can succeed together as one village. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. All right, Janalu Salvador, your thoughts.
Hafide Santa Rita Sumai residents, I just want you to know that as I go out there and I speak to you, I hear your concerns, and I look forward to addressing it. And I believe that Santa Rita Sumai deserves leadership that knows the importance of unity and teamwork and the willingness to fight for the common good. Where I hear you, I'm listening, and I look forward to serving you. It will be an honor. So don't forget on November 5th to please vote for me on the Republican side. Thank you.
Very nicely done. Kevin Siswico seeking re-election as the mayor of Hagat. Mr. Mayor, if you would, please.
Buenas Hafadi to my dear people of Hagat. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you the last 2 terms. I am seeking for re-election. We have many projects that we've started, from the road repair to our first playground that we've delivered, to our first computer lab, our new renovated office, our learning center, and we're just getting started. And so please, I humbly ask for your vote of confidence and trust again as we come up to this November 5th election. Undanklu na si Jesus Masi, maraming salamat po for all your support and your love. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. And Dale Alvarez Jr. seeking election as mayor of Santa Rita Sumai. 60 seconds, please.
Today, my dear people of Santa Rita, I'm asking for your vote come November 5th, general election. I am born and raised in Santa Rita. I am approachable. I'll be accountable and transparent. I serve my country and my island. Now I'm ready to serve my village, which is you. Biba Santa Rita Sumai. Biba Del Jr.
Thank you very much. And Biba to all of the villages. Biba Guam. Biba. There you go. And we thank each and every one of you for coming here today, whether you came halfway across the island or just right across the street. We wish each of you the very best of luck as you continue your campaigns, and we'll see you on general election night on the 5th of November. So good luck to you all. Sidus Masi.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And thank you guys. Thank you once again. Thank you for watching. This has been The Hub. We'll see you right here each and every Wednesday.